here, and today we're gonna be checking out this new trailer from Marvel called Echo. If you don't know about Echo, Echo was in Hawkeye. She's basically the daughter, or I'll say the daughter of Kingpin. If you've seen Hawkeye, you know she, daughter of Kingpin, worked for him, all that. But then felt betrayed because of a twist they had. If you haven't watched the Hawkeye series, I advise y'all to check it out. This is basically about her. Now, these are one of the projects where I ask myself, is this series necessary? We have all these other shows, like Loki, WandaVision, we got She-Hulk, we got Miss Marvel. Now, I would say, personally, I love the first season of Loki. The second season, it got its ups and downs. We'll see how the season finale goes with that. Personally, I like Miss Marvel. I thought Miss Marvel was really good. Don't like the way they presented the powers. The ending was kind of anticlimactic, but I do like the character of Miss Marvel. I like what she brings, the youthfulness, the kidness. It's basically like Ned's declassified with powers, basically. So I enjoyed that. She-Hulk, you don't have to mention that. Wasn't for me. Didn't really enjoy it that much. Didn't like how they presented the Hulk, but that's just me. But I'm gonna let her do her thing, so that's that. WandaVision was amazing. Don't need to talk about that. What if it's kind of like 50-50 because they have some episodes where they are amazing, like the Doctor Strange one, the zombie one. Those are great, and then you got other ones where it's just a waste of time. Like, why am I watching this? What's the whole purpose of this? You know what I'm saying? So Marvel. Oh yeah, Moon Knight. I'm gonna say it straight up. It sucks to me. It's just boring. It didn't go out there as I thought it would. Oscar Isaac was really good, but I felt like the actions that they made were kind of destroyed by what they did in the last third of the series of that show. Just like most of the Marvel shows. So that's that with that. So Marvel kind of have its ups and downs with the shows, and that's kind of clearly the problem with the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe in general, especially when you look at the Variety piece that they had earlier this week. They basically talk about how the show's making it more complex than it needs to be. That Kevin Feige is basically being stretched out by doing all these projects all at once. Before, he was just doing the movies. Now he's doing the movies and the shows and the cartoons and possibly the games. Like, it's just stretching him thin. So basically, anyways, we got the show Echo, and the one question I have is, what's the purpose of the show? Will it have something that interests me, and will it have my attention? And we can just go and find out. Now, the one thing I do like before I watch this trailer, or about to watch this trailer, is that it's going to be TVMA. So hopefully it has that Daredevil aesthetic that it should have had from the beginning, instead of what we had with Kingpin and Hawkeye, because I don't know what that was. But I'm curious what they're going to go for here. I want to see how Echo does. Let's just check it out. So, alright, let's get it.
Maya. I see everything that you are.
I love seeing Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin, man.
I always have.
Damn. I like the look that they have here. We see blood. Alright.
Don't be afraid.
Don't worry about that. Yo, I like how the punches Kingpin has
so much pain in you. You. So much rage. That you can't contain it.
Okay. Okay. Oh my God. Oh. Daredevil.
You and I are the same.
Oh, this is hot. Snap that bull's neck.
Who's the monster?
Okay. You got my attention now. All right. Okay. Now, that was the trailer for Echo. I'll say this. Despite the fact of what happens with everything with the Variety article that talks about, Marvel's issues, besides all that, besides everything that has happened with Marvel for the past 4 years, with the Thor franchise, the way they interpret Hulk, the way they ignored everything that's happened in Eternals, the fact that they even think about even bringing back old characters, besides all that, besides everything that we heard all this week, this trailer's fire, dog. I'm telling you, this is the aesthetic that I wanted. One, we gonna get this out the way. It's mature. It looks amazing. The blood in his hand, the blood in Kingpin's hands, the violence, the graphic nature that we just seen. Like no cutting away, none of that. We seen full on blood. We seen people getting shot up in the head. We seen necks getting snapped. Like there's no excuses, none, no cuts. They showing it, so that's a good thing. Two, they're finally making Vincent D'Onofrio a character. Now, in the Hawkeye series, he was more of like this cartoonish. I don't know, for some reason they made him so cartoonish. It was basically Spider-Man from the 90s, which I don't mind, but if you're bringing Vincent D'Onofrio, he has to be at least somewhat like what he was in the first few seasons of Daredevil. Like, we need that Kingpin. We don't need that cartoonish, Hawaiian shirt looking boy with the cane. We don't need that. We need the Kingpin that took a man's head and snapped that boy's head with a door, with the car door. We need that Kingpin. That's what we had when he was punching the crap out of the dude in the trash, at the back of the trash. You hear his fist punching the dude's head. Bah! Hear it all throughout the trailer. Made a beat. Made a sandwich look that's fucking dope. They had this, I don't know, it had, I'm not going to say it has a Breaking Bad feel, because that would be unfair. Breaking Bad is one of the most, it is a masterpiece. It is one of the best shows I've ever seen, in my opinion. I'm not going to say that, but I will say it has the aesthetic of, of course, Daredevil, and it has a Sopranos type of feel. Well, at least the look of it, it has that Sopranos type of feel where, if you watch Sopranos, you understand, because I can't really describe it, but it has that type of feel where everything just feels natural. It's not like superhero like you usually see. It's just street. It's just more mob bosses. You know what I mean? So it has that. And I love that we're getting more into the character of Echo. Because the one thing I did like about Hawkeye is the fact that she expresses anger because her family died and she want to get vengeance. That's all she's about. That's what she was about in Hawkeye. And they're continuing that through this series. because she knows that Kingpin is the reason why her family and all her loved ones died, and she want to get vengeance on that. And she don't want to be, if I'm willing to guess what the theme is, she don't want to be the same monster that Kingpin was. She want to be, of course, a hero and all that. Well, not even a hero, more of just a good person, which I'm glad they're doing that. And they're showing Daredevil, which I'm happy we're seeing him again. Matt Murdock, Daredevil. Charlie Cox is amazing. One of the best castings of Daredevil that we've seen. He's here. He's obviously going to have that aesthetic just like Kingpin has, hopefully. Yeah, this looks exciting. And to be honest, right, the only reason, like, you're gonna get a low-key season 2 review, but the only reason why I didn't review it was because I had the feeling that it was gonna be repetitive, and that we were gonna go on that stage where we're gonna have to question some things that's happening in the universe. But here, I'm not saying that I might react to it, but this has the potential of me just watching it because I'm really curious of what they're going for. Another question, and the last question I have is what they're going to do in the third act. But when we get to it, we'll get to it. But for now, what I see with the trailers and everything, it looks good. It looks good. Like, I'm not just saying that because Marvel trailer, I'll just be like, it's okay. This looks amazing. What I've seen from the trailer so far. And I heard that the Breaking Bad writers, no, Better Call Saul writers are writing this. I'm in. So, yeah, that's basically it for my reaction for Echo. Pray to God is good because Marvel needs it right now. And they need more of that. So, yeah, that's it for my reaction to Echo. Make sure to like this video, comment down below your thoughts on the trailer. Also, subscribe to his channel and hit the notification bell to be the first to see my new content. Alright, y'all. Peace.